What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Ishkanah action. Hope you're ready to jump in that spider web, roll around, maybe, just maybe, if we're lucky, get eaten by Ishkanah. Man, that would be a wonderful death. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Oh, we got some Golgari on Golgari. May the best graveyard person win. Now, as far as opening hand goes, love it. We've got Golgari Rot Farm, which gets us nowhere. Let's go on Mulligan. Love that hand, though. Yeah, this is good. We've got Grapple of the Past, Tainted Wood, Mindstone Parallel. Yeah, we'll keep on this one. Hopefully we get pretty lucky with Grapple of the Past. Maybe we get into quick to little active delirium, get down some parallel lives, and then go Tranquil Thicket. We can cycle it. That'll be a land in the graveyard. Yeah, we're going to put that on top. We can cycle it turn 1. We'll go for that. Sounds good. That'll be, well, yeah, one card top in the graveyard, 2 with Grapple the Past, and hopefully we hit something else off the that, and we'll get towards our active delirium. But yes, Battle of the Golgari Graveyard people. Life and death. There is no life and death. You will get used in the afterlife if you are dead. Let's go and get the forest down. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. We're playing Ishkanah, Graph Widow. She has Reach, and once we have Active Delirium, which is 4 more card taps in the graveyard, and when she enters the battlefield, create 3 1/2 green spider tokens with Reach. Wall of Blossoms. Let's go and cycle this. We got a green counterspell right there. Alright, draw on a Deathrite Shaman. I like that. That's good. Nice little 1 mana Planeswalker. I'll take that. Active Delirium, we get 3 spider tokens. Then for 7 mana, target opponent loses 1 life. Or target opponent loses 1 life for each spider that you control. Urborg, love it. Let's go and get the Urborg down. Let's go ahead and go for Deathrite Shaman. I think that sounds good. We could go for Mindstone. Get a little bit ahead on mana. But we can go for it next turn if we want to. Yeah, let's go and get the... Well, we don't want to turn on swamps for them just yet. So let's go and get the forest down. Yeah, that sounds good. Get the forest down. Let's go for Deathrite Shaman. And then we're going to go and pass the turn. Playing against Reyhan, last of the Obzon, enters the battlefield with 3+1 counters on it. Whenever a creature you control dies or is put in the command zone, if it had 1 or more +1 counters on it, you may put that many +1 counters on target creature. Playing against Ikra, Menace, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness partner ability. They're teaming up to take down the nice little spider token. Ooh, Royal Assassin. This is, oh man, looking good. I like it. Do we want to? We don't need to exile anything right now. Let's see. If we get down the Mindstone, we get down the Tainted Wood. They got their own Urborg down, so we can finally get it down as well. It also turns our lands into swamps too. Let's get the Tainted Wood down, and that is a swamp. Let's go for the Mindstone. And then we have Grapple the Past or Fork in the Road. We already have a land card in the graveyard, so we may end up going for a Grapple of the Past. You may put the top 3 cards of your library in your graveyard, return a creature card or land card from a graveyard to the hand. If we go for Fork in the Road, 1 basic in our... Yeah, let's go and go for Fork in the Road. And then we go for Grapple the Past next turn. We just want to slowly work towards an Active Delirium. If we can get a little bit extra mana off that, and we already have Urborg, so we'll go and grab a Forest, and then we've got our own Urborg, so we can actually just go double Forest. One goes in our hand, one goes in the graveyard. Alright, I'm going to go and pass turn. So we covered Commanders, covered Ishkanah. We're good. It is free time. You can chat with your people, your buddies, and just have fun. Do you remember free chat in school? Okay, it's free chat. Talk to your friend, but not loud. It's free time now. We can talk. But yeah, now as far as Ishkanah goes, if you're new to this channel, Ishkanah is pretty much straightforward, just kind of a green-black rock style deck, and that's going to be we have just a little bit more removal than I like to pretty skimp on removal a lot. I do that a lot. So we have a little bit more. We have more removal. We have probably a normal amount of removal in here. Let's go to get Urborg down. We've got our own Urborg. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 mana. Let's go for Ishkanah. Then we can go for Grapple in the Past. Kind of go for a few more things. I just want to do a little bit of setting up. That's what we're going for. Mindstone. And we'll go and tap the Urborg. Parallel lives. Anything else? We can exile a land out of the graveyard. To go for Grapple of the Past, and then that puts them online for a Royal Assassin activation to take care of Deathrite Shaman. We are sitting at 5/6 with a land drop. Sorry about that. Got the Brawl Druid. Okay. But yeah, opponents apparently they're missing out on lands. It's a bummer though. They've got some nice little mana dorks though. Do we want to go for Deathrite Shaman with Grapple of the Past? Yeah, let's go and go for that. You know, if we get... exile land card out of the graveyard. Let's go and exile the Tranquil Thicket. If they want to go for the Royal Assassin, that's going to give us one more card. That'll put us at 3 delirium and 4 with grapple at the pass. So, and actually, now that they activated the Royal Assassin in response to that, this activation, we can go ahead and bring it back with grapple in the pass. So we'll see what we want to go for. Had they sequenced it until the end of turn, then we would have gotten away with it. Okay, so we have active delirium as far as sorcery, instant, and enchantment in the graveyard. So we can go and bring back Deathrat Shaman. We have a couple lands too. But do we need Deathrat Shaman that bad? But do we need everything else in the graveyard that bad? Not really. So let's just go and grab Deathrat Shaman. And then we are at 4 card types in the graveyard, which is good. So we can go and go for Ishkanah. I like it. Let's go and get the forest down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, let's go and get down Deathrat Shaman. And let's go for Ishkanah. This is going to give some nice little spiders on the battlefield. This is going to be 1. Oh, yeah. Get that down. And then anything else. Now, we're going to get the spiders on the battlefield. Yes, yes, yes. 6 of them. Oh, oh, yes. Come out, my pretties. Come on. It's time to come out and play and feast on the nice little druid elf. All right. And love it. Nice little foil spider tokens. Looking solid right there. Okay, but yeah, as far as this Ishkanah deck is concerned, we're, you know, it's just a straight green-black rock style deck to where not a lot of hand disruption, but we are running a lot of removal and some very light stacks effects. We do have Mana Web in here, which is just absolutely perfect because we're playing a spider deck, and Mana Web basically says if you tap a land, like say you're going to tap a forest that can, or you're going to tap land that would add green, tap all lands that can add green. So it kind of puts them in a spot where they're going to have to use all of their mana during their main phase or their second main phase, or not be able to leave up mana when times when they want to leave it up. So we're in a good spot for that. All right, ooh, prime time's coming down. That escalated very quickly. They went from 2 lands into prime time. Coming down hot. All right. Now, as far as Ishkanah is concerned, we have 6 spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the land drop with Jund. So we can go for the activation. That's going to be, we have 7 total spiders, 2 on the battlefield. So that's going to be, put them at 19, 19, 12, and then 5. 19, 12, 5. So we're like looking at about a 4-turn clock with Ishkanah. 4 times 7 is 28. Yeah, so we're looking at about a 4-turn clock with Ishkanah going for activations. So if we can kind of amplify that out, ooh, Toxic Deluge, I'll take that. But what we probably end up going for is get the Jund Panorama down. We do have Hero's Downfall in the hand, so we're probably just going to go ahead and blast the Primeval Titan. Especially our opponent does have Wasteland out there, so we kind of want to deal with that. Anything else we want to go for? Let's go ahead and let's Hero's Downfall on Prime Time. Now, if we Toxic for 1, we're actually going to be in an okay spot. We'll take care of the Druid, the Royal Assassin, the Birds of Paradise, and then, yeah, let's go and Toxic Deluge for 1. Because we don't want to swing into that board state. Actually, let's do it. Let's go, here's Downfall in Prime Time. And we have a bunch of swamps active, so we can do this. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Let's go and swing in with the whole crew. If they want to blast like a random spider token, they can. But let's go. Yeah, we'll go and swing in with all the spider tokens. So if they want to go for a Royal Assassin activation, they can. And then next turn we can go for. I mean, not next turn. Here in a second, we'll go for Toxic Deluge. Okay, they're gonna take one of the spider tokens. Get one of the spider tokens is gonna get blocked. No, they don't. Go down to 22. They're gonna avenge their spider friend. They're gonna avenge Pete. Pete was killed by the Royal Assassin. Was not fair. We're gonna Toxic Deluge for 1. And then I like that. That sounds pretty good. Let's go black. And 1, 2. I'm going to pay 1 life because that's going to wipe out the Birds of Paradise, Royal Assassin, and that Druid over there. Okay. We're going to pay 1, and that'll still leave our spider tokens on the battlefield. And then if we want to exile something out of the graveyard, we have multiple lands in the graveyard. And then we can go for a Deathrat Shaman activation to turn on the Jund Panorama if our opponent does blast our, well, they have Urborg out on the battlefield, but if they blast one of our, I don't know, we have a lot of green sources out there, not that many black sources, so if they wanted to do that, it was a line of play that we can go for. But more than likely, we'll probably go for the exile target instant or sorcery from the graveyard. Each opponent loses 2 life, so probably target that Vampiric Tutor just to get it out of the graveyard and make them lose that life, and then we can slowly start working towards our activations. So 6, 12, 18. We're still looking at about a 4-turn clock as far as these Kana activations are concerned. Sorry about that. I had to take a drink. Just for a second. Okay, opponents get down to Ikra. I think it's how you say it. I may be pronouncing that wrong. I butcher words all the time. Now, whenever a creature can deal combat damage to a player, you get life equal to that creature's toughness. So that's going to be... We need to kind of find an answer for that one. Let's go ahead and go for exile target. Let's target opponent loses... let's get rid of the Vampiric Tutor. And then let's see. Damnation. We can't go for a Damnation, kind of reset the board. They don't have a, well, they couldn't be regenerated anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to be able to recast Ishkanah. Whenever it deals combat damage, yeah, when it does combat damage to a player. So what we can do is we can just kind of hold back. Yeah, we can do that. We can hold back. We could have swung with some of the spider, but we just chump block one of the spiders, go for an activation before they come across. It'll slowly get down their life total. We can go for a Deathrite Shaman activation to exile something out of our graveyard, something like Fork in the Road, kind of make them lose 2 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, excuse me. We're looking at exactly just enough to go for an Ishkanah activation. So we'll probably declare one of the spiders of blockers, and just to make sure they don't gain it, because if they gain 7 life, that's going to just completely negate the activation that we went for. So as long as we can get them to be declared a blocker, we'll be okay. And if things get a little bit too crazy, we do have Damnation to kind of do a little bit of cleanup. Okay. I got the Ikra down. Target legendary creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. World Breaker. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or land. Okay. See what they're going to target on that. You know, could go for Parallel Lives. They're going to go for Urborg. Okay. Which, you know, it is a little bit of a bummer. Do we want to go for an Ishkanah activation right now? Yeah, that's going to give us our best bet over Deathrite Shaman. Let's go ahead and go for that. Target opponent loses, so that's going to be colorless, black. All these cards add black, like Ishkanah's Heart and Mindstone. Okay, it's going to be 6, puts them down to 9. Now it's going to keep us off the Ishkanah activation for next turn, but at least we do have Deathrite Shaman to kind of go for that. And then we have at least 5 more turns of spider blocking on Ikra to make sure they don't gain life, and that's going to be the important thing. And then swinging in with a 5/7 World Breaker. It's okay. Anything else? They've got Rockin' and Rollin'. Yeah, there's, you know. And even some, we can go for a Damnation, kind of reset the board, and then recast Ishkanah, which we'll be okay with. Okay, they opt not to swing in. I'll take that. Hopefully we hit the lane drop for the turn. That's what we're going to be going for. Arachnogenesis. Alright, that's a good way to kind of get a few more spiders on the battlefield. I don't like that. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do have 7 if we count Deathrite Shaman exiling a land card out of the graveyard. We're sitting at 3 land cards right now, so that's not going to take away Delirium. But if they do get in a spot to really swing in, we do have the Arachnogenesis, get that down. We have at least 6 coming across for Ishkanah, so that's going to put them down to 3, and then a Deathrite Shaman will put them down to 1. So, we're getting in a spot, especially if they tap Ancient Tomb or something like that. It's going to get really close as far as us closing it out. Us closing out with activations, which always feels good. Got the Pulse coming down. Destroy target non-land permanent, all opponents with the same name as that. Okay. Do we want to go for an activation? They're probably going to push in right now. My non-spider tokens. We get into a spot to where there's going to be 2 more coming across. We can kind of destroy them. Do we want to go for an activation in response? We can chump block. Yeah, let's go and go for it. That's going to be 6 coming across. Put them down to 3. That really gets our life total down. And then we can. Yeah, let's go and go. I was wanting to leave up Ishkanah. Let's go and exile a card out of the graveyard. Let's exile this Vivid Marsh. And then let's go ahead and go for the Ishkanah. Destroy target. We're just going to add colorless in response to that. And then let's go and add black. We're going to go for the Ishkanah activation. Choose our opponent. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, they go down to 3. They're going to take care of Ishkanah. We're going to be able to stop Ikra from swinging across. If they want to swing in with the World Breaker, that's fine. We do have a Deathrite Shaman activation with their Urborg on the battlefield. Which will put them down to 2 once we exile our instant or sorcery out of the graveyard, and we can exile their Pulse too. So let's go and chump block with the Spider token, and then even next turn we still have Arachnogenesis down to kind of stop that from coming across. Spider block. That feels so good. Spider block. Feels like a wrestling move or something. What's going on? Reset blockers. Okay. Spider block. Whenever a creature you control does combat damage to a player. This is interesting. Did I not know about something? Dumb. Thanks, man. Menace! Okay, there we go. We have Menace going on. I completely forgot about that ability. Yes, indeed. Okay, so our opponent, the Kiri had Menace, which I forgot to read, or I just completely forgot about it out there. No problem. Thanks, man. Alright, so the double spider tokens are blocking, stopping them from coming across. Is like, what are we... Okay, so they did gain that. Go to 10. Whenever a creature you control does combat damage to a player, you gain life total. Oh, whenever a creature you control... Okay, so we should have blocked the World Breaker on that. Dang it. Sorry about that, guys. We do have Vraska down. I thought it was just a Kiri that gave that nice little bonus. Missing out on the Menace kind of just threw me for a loop, so we should have blocked on the World Breaker. Alright, let's go and get Ishkanah back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be 5 total. Go for Ishkanah. Take care of a Kiri. It's going to stop the life total coming across. Or we can leave up Arachnogenesis and kind of swing across the following turn. Let's go and swing in. We're going to go and swing in for 5. Put them down to 5. If we swing in for 4, then we go for Deathrat Shaman activation. If they want to chump block on one of the, with the Ball of Blossoms, they can go for that. Thanks. Okay, so we got spiders coming across, puts them down to 7. Yeah, we should have blocked on World Breaker right there. I'm sorry. That's hey, this is my bad. I forgot about Menace, and it threw me for a loop, and we couldn't figure out what Menace. I knew what Menace is. It threw me for a loop that I thought just a Kiri dealt combat damage, but it's whenever a creature deals combat damage. So we should have blocked the World Breaker. We do have a Deathrat Shaman activation to exile instant or sorcery, put them down to 2, puts them down to 5. We have a few more spiders coming across, and then we can kind of rock and roll from there. So. Sorry, that whole sequencing right there, I'm not proud of it, but hey, this has been a good video so far. It's been a nice little Golgari video, too. But yeah, that's one of the things that enters the battlefield, destroy all artifacts and enchantments, put a +1 counter on it. Okay, so let's go ahead, in response to that, let's go ahead and crack the Mind Stone to draw a card. It's going to cut us off the Deathrat Shaman activation, though. Do we want to draw a card that bad? Because we're going to have Arachnogenesis coming online, too. I think we're okay. I'd rather go for 2, kind of fog them out for a little bit. Yeah, I think we're okay with that. See how they want to swing in. But yeah, I just, you know, and when you make a mistake like that, it's never fun. And I goofed up, and I forgot about Menace, and that threw me for a loop that I forgot about Menace, which made me kind of forget about World Breaker coming across. So, alright, we're going to get some extra spiders on the battlefield. Then let's go ahead and exile the Pulse. That's going to be black, puts them down to 5. There's going to be no damage that's going to be dealt this turn. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 6 coming across next turn. They're going to have 2 blockers. We can exile land out of the graveyard. So we can basically just go for a Deathrat Shaman activation and put them down to 3. And then we have more than enough. They can only chump block 3 of our spider tokens, so that should be lethal with spiders coming across. See if we get the land drop. If not, then we can Kodoma's Reach. Okay. So, right now, just make sure we've got Defender, they block 2, we're going to have 4 more spiders coming across that they can't block. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for the exile target instant or sorcery, exile the Grapple of the Past, puts them down to 3, and let's go and swing them some spiders. Yeah, there we go, made up for that mistake, forgetting about Menace. Yeah, and then just, like, how could you forget about that, Jolt? You know, when I do commentary, like, I focus a lot on my commentary, and sometimes you just lose track of the little things, and we did lose track of the little things, but fortunately, it didn't cost us the game, and that's where I always get really bummed. But yes, we do close it out with some nice little spider action. That's what we came here for. Maybe could have done a little bit quicker, but hey, this is a nice little Golgari on Golgari match. But yeah, I enjoyed it. All right, everybody, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.